McBain. Options left and right. Goes to David Bingham on his left. Bingham with a cross in. The header! And Paul Ritchie scores! Caley Thistle broke quickly and Paul Ritchie supplied the finish that those supporters wanted to see. Caley Thistle take the lead in stoppage time in the first half. David Bingham from McBain. The ball came across, the header rattling off the post. Derek Stilley knew he was beaten. And Ritchie's fourth goal of the Scottish Cup campaign gives them the lead in the semi-final. Here comes Andreas Skerla. Shout of man on came from the Dunfermline fans as Young plays it to Bullen. Into the box for Crawford. He's taken the touch. Still trying to get away. Back to Gary Dempsey. Stamped across. Bullabek gets it away. Darren Young fights for it, wins it. He's got two in the box. The ball comes across. Brewster looking for it! And Craig Brewster equalises for Dunfermline. It was good persistent play on the left-hand side by Darren Young. And the Dunfermline fans have their moment to celebrate. Craig Brewster gets his side level. It was a good cross. Brewster took a couple of steps away from Bobby Mann. And he knew at the moment it left his head that he got the equaliser. It's the 9th goal of the season for Craig Brewster. It's his third in the Scottish Cup this season. And the SPL side have got themselves level. It's Inverness Caley Thistle 1, Dunfermline 1.
They used to play for Aberdeen. They were groomed here. Bingham, what a ball through to Ritchie. What a chance. And it's taken by Paul Ritchie. And Super Caley Thistle are at it again in the Scottish Cup. They take an early lead in this semi-final replay.
Well, I said that Bingham might supply the imagination and the subtlety, and what a good example here. Once he gets in front of him, I thought he was going to play it early, decided to hold it a fraction early. What a terrific pass. And it bought Paul Ritchie the time to take a touch, take a look up and apply the finish. That is a wonderful pass with the outside of the left foot. And Paul Ritchie doing what he does best. Not the quickest in the world, but put him in this situation and you'd put your mortgage on him.
Brewster. Here's Bullen. Oh, what a cross, and it's in! It's an equaliser for Darren Young, and Dunfermline draw level, much to their supporters' huge relief.
Well, it's the first piece of natural work they've had in the match, and it's Brewster who finds Lee Bullen. Bullen offers himself in the wide area, gets away from Stephen Hislop, who's caught in his heels. It's a terrific ball into a horrible area for Caley to defend. A good bit of pace on it, and it requires just the slightest touch. Beautiful finish. Certainly not one you could blame Mark Brown for. Just left exposed there, no one matching the run to the front post. For the first time Dunfermline get wide and get it in, they're back in the match.
With a hamstring injury, although he still managed to score, even though he was clutching his hamstring on a run to goal. Doesn't say much for Queen of the South's defence, really. Totali's done very well here, and Ritchie again! And Derek Stilley keeps out Paul Ritchie's header, but it still comes back across for Ritchie.
That's good refereeing in the far side by Hugh Dallas to allow Totally to go on there, Ian, but I think Paul Ritchie's got to score there. It's a decent save, but it's a glorious chance to find the corner.
He's already scored once tonight, Paul Ritchie. Already scored twice over the two semi-final games. Could so easily have had another. But now it's Dunfermline's turn to have a go, and Gary Mason's got plenty of room here. Oh, he missed everyone, and Hislop is the man who whacks it away. Now it's picked up this second half. Towards Crawford. Skerla tussling with Ritchie. Knocked on by Nicholson. Dempsey now. Brewster! It's in! Amateur 37 could be getting another crack at the Scottish Cup.
Oh, he's got no right to score from that angle. It's a wonderful finish, but what a reverse here from Gary Dempsey. The disguised reverse buys him the time, totally just can't quite get there. But I've got to say, Mark Brown, who's been absolutely magnificent tonight, I think it's part of his glove onto it, and he will not be happy to see this again. Don't think he should be losing it from that angle. What a terrific ball, a terrific reverse from Gary Dempsey. And having survived the Paul Ritchie scare, Jimmy Calderwood, well, can't quite believe it.
Here's Barry Nicholson. Oh, he's skipped past Golobec. He might just go it alone. He does. Individual inspiration from Barry Nicholson, and Dunfermline are on the brink of a place in the Scottish Cup final.
Well, they should have saved it for Hampden, and it's a goal fit to win the cup final. He did say he's playing a more central role tonight, but he picks this up in a wide area. It's away from Thompson. Lovely little nutmeg here on Golobec. Still got it all to do. Checks inside. Well, he could have been tempted to blast it, but he's got the head up as usual, Barry Nicholson, and he passes this into the net. What a wonderful goal.
Well, he was on the fringe of things that Rangers Barry Nicholson when they won a couple of Scottish Cups.
That's a goal that Barry Nicholson will remember for a long, long time. No shortage of players, goal side when he gets it. It's away from Thompson, nutmeg and Golobec. I think McCaffrey rather throws himself, but he's still got the presence of mind, the head's up, just to pass it inside Mark Brown on his left side.
Well, Barry Nicholson giving everybody the run around there. Here's Mackie though, offering some late resistance. Hislop joining him in the box, and a penalty is given as Wilson makes the challenge.
That's a Stonewaller.
Well, there's only one more minute of added on time. It's David Bingham to take this penalty for Cally Thistle. He scores, he took it well. Dunfermline, born and bred, used to play for them, but it is his hometown club that are surely heading for the final.
That's a terrific penalty.
Dallas just had a look at his watch. It is all over. Dunfermline are through to their first Scottish Cup final in 36 years. Jimmy Calderwood has done it. 1968, the last time they were there. Craig Brewster, the man of the match. The goal of the game came from Barry Nicholson, though. It's been a long, old wait for the supporters of Dunfermline Athletic Football Club. But they are off to Hampden Park to meet Celtic next month, and they are off to Europe next season. The UEFA Cup beckons for Dunfermline. They have a date with destiny. Saturday, May the 22nd. They will go up for the cup with Celtic. Your final verdict, Dave?
Just a wonderful game of football, far better than ever expected on a very difficult surface. It had everything. And ideally you want, as a neutral, you want the underdogs to take the lead. Cally obliged and asked the question, but Dunfermline certainly had all the answers tonight. A far better performance than they produced at Hampden 10 days ago. The better side has won the match, but Cally Thistle certainly lent themselves to a terrific semi-final here in Aberdeen tonight.
Yes, a brave effort from Cally Thistle, but they weren't quite able to add another chapter to what is a remarkable Scottish Cup story for them. It's farewell to Cally Thistle, and it's Dunfermline who march onwards to Hampden Park next month, where they will meet Celtic. That is going to be one heck of a challenge, of course, but at least they're there. It's taken them a while, and several generations of Dunfermline supporters are going to find out what it's like to follow their team to a cup final.